How many crores are you getting from the Telugu belt for the film? I'm just saying jokingly.
I hope so. I hope I can bring some advantage to the film in terms of openings. But of course, Aamir sir will is enough to bring those openings. People love him world over. End of the day, I'd like to conclude by saying Indian cinema is becoming one.
Piracy is a major issue as far as the Hindi cinema is concerned.
Openings we get from the fans, they make sure that people come to the theatre. If you look at the Hollywood trend also, top stars over there like DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, Chris Hemsworth, all these guys are in the OTT space and they're doing the theatrical space too. Hi, this is Chaitanya Akineni. You're watching Bollywood Hungama.
How many crores are you getting from the Telugu belt for the film? I'm just saying jokingly because somehow I think it's a beautiful phase.
Right.
People are have saying all sorts of things about this pan India and,
Right.
and the
Yeah.
dominance
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
South
Yeah.
movies and all those
Yeah.
things. But I think in a way it's a beautiful thing that actors from various streams, they are being appreciated across various
Yeah.
languages,
Yeah.
which is I think definitely a wonderful thing to happen.
Yeah, we're going through a wonderful phase. I mean, as an actor, I look to get the maximum exposure for my work. That's what I crave for, and I feel there's no language barrier anymore. It's not north, south, or anything like that. They're saying south is making good films now and all that, but it's just about who makes the best film. There'll be a great film from Bollywood tomorrow. There'll be a great film from, say, Kannada tomorrow. But it's end of the day, I'd like to conclude by saying Indian cinema is becoming one. Which is a great way to go, and we're being pitched in a very high level world over, which is great.
Right. But practically speaking, you do have a certain fan following,
Right.
a substantial fan following
Right.
in the Telugu belt, Andhra and Telangana. So I'm sure that it's going to impact the film's collections over there positively.
I hope so. I hope so. I hope I can bring some advantage to the film in terms of openings. But of course, Aamir sir will is enough to bring those openings. People love him world over. In fact, but yes, I hope I can add some advantage to it in some small way.
Now, interestingly, in India there are say 5,000 screens, but a big chunk of it is in two states, that is Telangana and Andhra.
Right.
Do you think that maybe it is a model that is worth emulating in other states as well?
No, Telangana, Andhra, but if you look at Tamil Nadu also, they have a substantial number of screens. It's quite huge. But in terms of model, but if I'm not wrong, even Bombay, Delhi, everywhere we have the same amount of screens, right? If I'm not wrong, in terms of multiplex.
I'm told that there are around 2,200 screens in Telangana and Andhra.
Right.
I'd say overall in India there are 5,000. So in that context,
Okay, I'm not aware of this statistic. Okay,
yeah.
fine.
So and interestingly, so your last film for which we spoke, the film that we spoke for,
Yes.
it was releasing during Sankranti.
Correct.
And it said, I think your father himself has said that 3 big films
Yes.
come on Sankranti.
Yes.
And all 3 of them they do well because people are in mood to watch films.
Yes, that's a very unique season for us. In fact, Sankranti is a time where everyone is looking for celebration, and cinema as such is a huge priority in South. That is their number one go-to for entertainment. They take the family, everyone goes, enjoys the film together. Enjoys that energy that they get from cinema. So they still worship cinema there. So, and Sankranti is a festival that is attached with cinema from years and years back. So that's very unique to us, Sankranti.
Right. What about piracy? Because I think piracy is another aspect that is more or less under check, say when it comes to South Belt, because the fan clubs, they're so strong that they tend to ensure that the piracy it doesn't happen and people watch the films which release in theaters over there.
Right.
Do you think that it contributes in a big way to the revenue? Because piracy is a major issue as far as the Hindi cinema is concerned.
Right. Definitely. I mean, like you said, the openings we get from the fans, they make sure that people come to the theatre. It's not only them, they motivate people around them also. They make sure that theatrical experience is not missed. And if you look at film on the opening day there, it's a huge celebration. It's firecrackers, it's, papers, it's what they do, palabhishekam for the actors, where they pour milk over their cutouts and all that. It's a huge celebration, it's a festivity. So I think this sort of euphoria makes people want to come to the theatre more rather than experience, watching it on piracy or on your phone or laptop or something. So I'm definitely fortunate for this, for the fans that we have that keep this going.
Great, and I genuinely hope that people, as far as the Hindi industry is concerned, they take like a proper note of that, because piracy is very rampant.
Right,
Here, which
right,
is, I
right.
think, it eats into the business
Right,
in a huge way.
right.
Okay, and I'm speaking to a few people from within the industry, and what I'm told is, and I don't know how it's going to pan out, that Laal Singh is a film that is going to be doing very well on weekdays.
Okay.
Like steady,
Right, growth.
good business as far as weekdays is concerned. Why do you think people have this particular opinion that it is a film that'll be watched by a lot of people in terms of a holistic experience?
See, some films, what I believe is on the opening Friday, Saturday, Sunday, at least this is what we experience in the South. It's usually first the fans that want to come, and then it's the film critics and the regular moviegoers that come on these 3 days. From Monday onwards, when the film gets a good word of mouth, it's the families that start coming. The women, when the women come, they bring the entire family with them. So this is the trend we sort of experience on the weekdays, and that's when that steady collections start to come in. So a film like Laal Singh is got emotions that will connect to every section of the audience, every age group. So it's a film that the entire family can come watch together and go back and talk about. So that's why, that's where this is probably coming from, what we just spoke about.
You're also one of the, I think, few actors from down south who's of the opinion that one should bite the bullet as far as OTT is concerned, because before it's too late. Because the general perception amongst South actors, say the big stars, is that maybe it is not like as per the stature of their stardom to do OTT, and they are more suited for the big screen experience. Why do you feel that in a way OTT is the future?
I see that because going forward, at least what I've sort of learned through the lockdown is people have been very happy consuming content at home. It can be great content, but it's sort of become convenient to them. They want to watch it at their own time, at their ease, with their family members, probably cooking a meal and eating the meal they made at home. So they've gotten used to this process. And going forward, I don't see them getting detached from this process. They're going to be very clear about the films they want to come to the theatre for, and very clear about the films they want to watch at home. No disrespect to either of the films. So as an actor, I feel I need to position myself in whatever forms of projection is available, like whether it's OTT or it's film, it's in the theatre or whatever. So going forward, I feel it's crucial for me to balance that. And if you look at the Hollywood trend also, top stars over there like DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, Chris Hemsworth, all these guys are in the OTT space, and they're doing the theatrical space too. So yeah, I feel this is a trend that's not going to go away. It's just going to stabilize and, find its direction more clearly in the future.
And do you have any plans for direction?
No, not as of now.
Right, but would you want to experiment?
I don't know where cinema will take me. Like, there's a lot of interest in production, of course, in that process. Direction, I'm not sure yet. It still hasn't bit me.
Which has been the most satisfying work of yours till now, apart from Laal Singh Chaddha?
Some films that have really been with me are Majli and Love Story.
Right.
Personally as actors.
Released recently.
Yes, it released.
Aamir was there, I think, at the...
Yes, he came for the audio launch.
Audio launch, right.
Yes.
Okay. So they are the ones like you feel that have been close to you.
If you want me to pick my favorite films, I think from the start of my career, first would be Emai Chase Away. That I really enjoyed. Then there's Manam, there's Premam, there's Majli, there's Love Story. Yeah, these would be my top 5. Hi, this is Chaitanya Akineni. You are watching Bollywood Hungama.